Hello everybody, Space Ninja here, and I'm going to read chapters 11 and 12, but first I want to get some things out of sight. I'd like to apologize for my voice, but I'm recording this on the day when I take my final exam. I haven't slept much, I puked twice today already, and quite frankly I feel sick and I don't know nothing. Second, I'd like to thank Nate for giving me the opportunity to be part of this fan fiction reading, and I'm going to be honest with you, I have absolutely no idea what the fuck this is supposed to be. I'm that serious. So, chapter 11, author's note. I said stop flamming up preps. See if this chapter is stupid. 11111. It tells with really thrills ISOS. SPC for yourself if it's stupid. Thanks to my friend Raven for lapping me. XXXXXXXXXXXXXXX. No! I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her fuck off and I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went to my open room cause he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood and then I slit both of my wrists. What the fuck is this? Is this an emo fanfiction? They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it to my heart to commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it sandally. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Well, I couldn't fucking believe it that I'm reading this. Then I looked out the window and screamed, Snap was spying on me and he was taking a videotape of me. And Lupin was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks. Ew, you fucking perv, stop looking at me naked. Are you pedos or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Suddenly Vampire ran in. Abracadabra! Yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his wand. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times and they both started screaming and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has... No! He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand and suddenly... Hagrid went outside of his broom and said, everyone, we need to talk. Well, you know, Hagrid, you're just a little Hogwarts student. I may be a Hogwarts student. Hagrid paused angrily. But I am also a Satanist. Okay, let me pause here for a second. What kind of fucking fanfiction is this? I swear to God, I could write better after drinking 6 bottles of beer than this. Okay, let's move on. This cannot be, Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. There must be other factors. You don't have any, I yelled in madly. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. Is there a word like that? The dance may be ruined, but the tape is still there. I felt faint more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his crook. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Because, Hagrid said, and he paused in the air majestically, waving his wand in the air. Then swooped he in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. Because you're gothic? Snap asked in a little afraid voice, cause he was afraid it meant he was connected with Satan. Because I love her. Holy shit. Nate, I'm so gonna kick your fucking ass after this. Chapter 12. Orders note. Stop saying Oak Hagrid is a pedo to a lot of people in American schools. Really thought I wanted to address the issue. How do you know, Snap? Ian Christian plus Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony. That was Cedric Oak. XXXXXXXXXXXXXXXX. I was about to slit my wrists again. Okay. After 3.5 hours of fucking sleep, not eating anything, this just kills me, I swear. And I should learn for the fucking exam, but no, I'm doing this. Anyway, I was about to slit my wrists again, and with the silver knife that Drago had given me in case anything happened to him. He had told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. No! I thought it was hair, Creed, but it was vampire. He started to scream, oh my fucking god, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it, and my scar turned back into the lightning bolt. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt and it turned back into the lightning bolt. Save me! Then I had a vision of what has happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. Anyway, I was in the school's nurse office now recovering from my slit wrists. Again, I guess. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. They were going to send mangoes after they recovered cause they were pedophiles and you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in a school with lots of hot girls. Dumbledore had constipated the video camera they took of me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Inobi, I need to tell you something, he said in a serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you, I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gothic. No, Enobi, Hagrid says. Those are not roses. What are they, cops to you, poser prep? I asked cause I was angry that he had brought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton P video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated. See, is that spelled wrong? To it he added silently. Whatever, I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. These aren't roses. He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, well, if you want it honestly, that's all you had to say. That's not a spell, that's an MCR song, I corrected him wisely. I know, I was just warming up my vocal cords. Then he screamed, Petulus Merengobi Cremically Romaccio for all you cool coffee MCR fans out there. That is a tribute, especially for Raven I Love You Girl, Imonoto Okayo. And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air. and it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you now. What the fuck is Draco? Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. You see, N.O.B., Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. See, the two see what is the flames. Haha, you really was flames, get it. You must find yourself first, K. I have found myself, okay, you mean old man. Hagrid yelled. What the fuck? Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. Hagrid stormed off back into his bed. You are a liar, Prof. Dumbledore. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all out and me so I look like Samara from The Ring. If you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. Oh my god. You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Thanks, get it? You do too. I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I slit both of my wrists feeling totally depressed and I sucked out all the blood. I cried again in my bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Rico had disappeared and he had used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi back, I said in a ruefully sad way. We looked both at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. Stop it now, you horny simpletons! Shouted Professor McGonagall. Was watching us, and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco. I shouted, and then I ran away angrily. Just then he started to scream, Oh my fucking god! No, my scar hurts! And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. Didn't I see this again? Oh, anyway. No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. ... Voldemort has him bondage. XXXXXX666 XXXXX. Special thanks to Raven, my gothic spot sister. What the fuck? We're supposed to read this. 1111111. Hey Raven, do you know where my sweater? And that's it. This is chapter 11 and chapter 12. And I hope you enjoyed this. If not, I'm sorry and thanks for listening to me. Tend everybody.